They've showed up for the showdown, and bracket play awaits as we inch closer to the end of pool play at the Prep Baseball Showdown. I'm Cory McCartney. We've got a matchup for you out of the 17U division with Prostock versus East Cobb Select. First pitch in this one is just moments away, and I'll be joined by Avery Hunt and Jack McCartney. Prostock enters this one 2-0 in pool play, leading the pool and outscoring opponents 16-2. Meanwhile, East Cobb Select is 0-2, and they've scored 3 runs and allowed 15. Now we'll cut to our Windscreen Factory starting lineups as we'll bring you a 2-shot here to take you through these lineups as our game gets underway in this one. Prostock's got Cooper Reynolds, the lefty, on the mound, and he's facing off against Grayson Shokaki, the second baseman here for East Cobb Select. He's to be followed by Connor Rash, the left fielder, and Robbie Meyer, the DH. Comes the 0-1 here from Reynolds. Fouls that one off. Reynolds on the mound, a lefty out of Cartersville. Going to be joined here by Avery Hunt's going to slide in like Chris Collinsworth on a Sunday night football game. The of a weekend schedule here at LakePoint Sports, Avery. We thought we were going to get started at 5:20. Things adjusted now. We're getting rolling a little bit early, but I know that's helpful for you getting bracket play underway starting tomorrow, and we got a good one here with this Prostock team, and that one's put in play, gets into center field. It's going to be a base hit for East Cobb Select, so Grayson Shokaki has got himself a single to start things off as we then roll through our starting lineup. Prostock defensively with Reynolds on the mound. They've also got Jackson Gore behind the plate playing first base is Hudson Chadwick. At second is Luke Winbush. Third base is James Sharp. At shortstop is Farley Batista. And the outfield goes Dylan Honoree. And left, they've got Sammy Wilson in center and Jensen Morneau in right field. We can go ahead and cut to our main shot there. Everyone wants to see the little more up-close shot here of Avery as we bring you this action.
Wait, what's going on with us only covering games with both teams wearing the same color?
I don't know, man. That's yeah. When we walked over and I was like, producer Jack was with me, and I said, they're both wearing red. Yeah, we had this with Rangers National and VBA. They were all rocking red, and now we've got it once again here with this East Cobb Select and Prostock matchup. So the NBA Finals are set.
Yep.
The Spurs are in. They got the Knicks. You're a big NBA guy. Give me your prediction for the Finals. Can the Knicks be stopped?
I think it's, we're going to go Spurs in 7.
Spurs in 7?
Spurs in 7. Because the Knicks beat the Hawks, and that's,
They did.
They beat us pretty well, so I'm going to opt at,
Well, typically, and we talk about this a lot, typically what happens in the NBA is a team that's there before they should be, or a team that's maybe too young to know any better, generally has that wake-up call when they get to a specific round. Sometimes it's not the finals, but here we are, and you've got a young center, and Victor Wembanyama has got his team in the finals going up against a Knicks team that's kind of been on the cusp of having this moment. They got I think 90% of the country is going to be rooting for the Spurs.
Yes, I think if the Thunder would have won last night, 90% of the country would have been cheering for the Knicks. So,
yes.
That happens.
that was the delineation line there, was whether or not the Thunder got in.
I've yet to comprehend how anybody stops Victor Wembanyama for doing anything. He's 7 foot, 5,
keeps growing,
6, 7. Like who knows? It's like and plays like a guard. So I don't.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I don't know how you stop that one. And then obviously the young guards for San Antonio, if they can stay healthy. I know they've been a little banged up, but if they can stay healthy, it's tough. But I mean, who knows? Jalen Brunson he can close a game just about as good as anybody in the NBA right now. So, and then OG's playing good. So I think Cat's the difference maker. If he plays well, then the Knicks are going to be really, be in a really good spot.
Connor Rash out of Lassiter goes down on strikes for out number 1. That's going to bring up big Robbie Meyer out of Cherokee, the 28th ranked first baseman in Georgia, 445 overall, 6'2", 212 pounds. Got fullback, linebacker written all over him. Watches that one high. Count's going to be 1-1. Yeah, Reynolds on the mound right now out of Cartersville. 4th ranked lefty in Georgia, 86 in the overall in the class. Got a fastball around 84, curveball set 70-73, slider 69-71. He pumps that in there for strike 2. He was at preseason All-State in January. 6 foot, 171 pounder. Now I always end up bringing everything back to wrestling. There's a wrestler who he cursed the Hawks, and then he cursed the Cavs.
Okay.
And he's now got the Knicks in the finals, and he's trying to get Timothy Chalamet to let him sit courtside with him.
I think Timmy. I don't know. I'm not very up to date on the pop news, but I think Chalamet's got probably a pretty attractive girlfriend that.
Yeah, I think she's on a reality show.
I don't know which one it is, but if I'm Chalamet, hey man, all for the wrestling guy, but
but he can afford another seat. He's got that Dune money. He's good.
I guess. Good for him.
Yeah, that's Muad'Dib. If you probably don't read I've read those books and stuff, so I know way too much about that than I need to. But going a little bit too deep into the personal stuff here a little early on in this one. 1-2. But yeah, I think Chalamet can afford another seat. He could buy every courtside seat, and he could bounce around every possession. Right.
If the Hawks ever make it to the finals, you think we could convince somebody to get us, just let us share a seat? You take the first half, I'll take the second half. We'll split it down the middle.
I've sat courtside in an NBA game twice. Back when I was working for Fox Sports, and we had to bounce. We had the Hawks, the Grizzlies, and the Hornets, and then we had to go back when they were the Bobcats. So then we had to go to a Bobcats game. I actually sat, not to get a little too morbid, but ended up I was hanging out with Kyle Busch at a Hawks game. Yeah, we went to dinner together at Red when they opened that up there, and Phillips when it was still Phillips Arena. And then he and I went to a Hawks game together. So
awesome.
Yeah, he was a great guy. He ended up giving me some tips to build a Pinewood Derby car.
Okay.
I had 2 boys in Boy Scouts then, so I painted one up to look like the General Lee, and I won. And I didn't do the same thing that he told me to do to their cars. They didn't win anything.
That's all. I mean,
that's dadding it up right there.
Living in Atlanta, I'm surprised to give you tips on how to drive on 75. You might need to be a NASCAR driver.
That's
these
right.
days out there.
Well, they love that you put a track around Atlanta. They get 285. Yeah, they said forget Atlanta Motor Speedway. They put another track around it. All right, we're going to take a real quick break here in studio. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
Welcome back. Cory McCartney, Avery Hunt with you, watching the Prep Baseball Showdown. Prostock against East Cobb Select. At the bottom of the first inning now, and another red team's out in the field. They have no uniform numbers.
Yep, no number for the pitcher here.
That's when you know they did not take us into account when they got ready for this game. But East Cobb Select rolling out with Caleb Trowell out of Mount Perrin, 27, playing his 12th prep baseball event.
There you go.
That's a lot of thus. Yeah, we get the lineup there. We can run through Prostock's starting lineup. They got Sammy Wilson, the center fielder, leading off. Luke Wimbush, the Troy commits in the on-deck circle. Then James Sharp, the third baseman. Mentioned Trowell's on the mound here for East Cobb Select. Backed up defensively, he's got Jonathan Welton Jr. behind the plate. Jonathan Welton's also, by the way, got an Ohio State junk headband on.
That's good.
So, yeah, a little shout-out OH to Jonathan Welton behind the plate. First base, you got Josh Dury. Second base is Grayson Shokaki. Third base is Josh Murphy. Shortstop Jaden Bradley. The outfield goes Connor Rash in left. And they've got they got Lars Combe in center field, and Connor Rash is in left. Xander Schutz in right. Those little words, we're looking at a monitor. Those little words are sometimes hard for me to read. I got glasses on, so this is like an eye exam for me reading these starting lineups.
I've needed to get new glasses now for, I think, a year and a half, and it just hadn't happened. So I just go around and squint at everything and figure it out from there. Just people, what's the score on field 11?
Well, when you need to read in a distance, though, and that's your vocation, it can be a bit of an issue. All right, comes Luke Wimbush.
What's the score on field 12 right now? I've got no idea.
Wimbush, Pope, 2027. Runner taken off. He's easily going to be in there. So Wilson now standing at second base. Wimbush and Pope played for a state championship. Didn't quite go their way, but we did a pregame interview with him. Jack McCartney grabbed him for an extra bases. And talking to him about you lose John Stutzer, and then you still go and play for a championship. What an unbelievable run for Pope. And sometimes I think that happens to teams, right? It's like you lose the guy, and then all of a sudden people learn from him, but then they get a chip on their shoulder because no one's expecting anything from him. But certainly Pope went on a big run, and Wimbush a big reason why. Overall ranked player in Georgia in 27. Future gamer last summer, and he's got a runner in scoring position here with a 1-1 count in the bottom of the first. Hit him on the elbow and right on that pad.
2 for 2 on elbow guard so far.
Luke knew where to wear that one today. So he's going to trot down to first. Now runners at first and second for James Sharp. Sharp Fellowship Christian, 27. Was at preseason All-State in January. We'll have him at Top Prospects games June 9th. It's going to be a lot of fun these next couple weeks. So along with MPI, you're going to wrap these Top Prospect events right around MPI. So it's going to be pretty insane next 10 days here. I like the low crouch here from Sharp.
It'll be a busy day for you here in the next couple next 10 days with all the guys and all the people on campus. So
going to be a lot going on. Man, I already started mapping out the games we're going to do for MPI, and it's wild. I mean, you can get kind of caught up in trying to figure out what the best window is for that one.
I learned a long time ago, make a schedule and disappear. Like, don't look at it. Once you start looking at it, it becomes overwhelming. I just I'm good. After last weekend, I don't want to look at a schedule ever again. So
that one gets away from the catcher, and everybody's going to advance now 90 feet forward. The game I think I'm most excited about, though, Friday at 12:40. You got Florida Burn against building champion 17U Cope. So you got Graham Houston for Florida Burn. You got Grant Westfall for building champions, 2 of the top 5 players in the nation in the class of 27 going at it. So that one is going to be so much fun. That same time window, you got Malachi Butler, the #1 player in Georgia, playing for East Cobb Astros. So it's like one of those like head on a swivel kind of events. But luckily, I kind of have like the control center. I could bring in all 8 fields at once if I wanted to go dizzy. But we'll be bringing you a couple games at once in that one. And that is off his bat, 78.5 on its way into the left field corner. Runner's going to tag up from third. The throw is going to be late, and there's run number 1 for this explosive Prostock offense. I think he just missed that one.
Yeah, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. I think it was the 10-20 slot on the first day, and I just remember walking around, and it's like, oh, that's 96, cool, that's fun. Oh, there's 97, cool. All right, there's 94. It's like, oh, okay, there's 96 again. It's like on all 4 fields. It's like, what in the world is go? I mean, it's just it's crazy how great that event is. Obviously, we'll see the Prostock guys in it here starting on Thursday. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Prostock, one of their 16U players, Xavier Rodriguez, the #1 catcher in the nation, #1 player in Georgia in 2029, he's going to be part of what is probably going to be the best battery you may see all weekend long. You got Tristan Blaylock, who's going to be on that squad with him for USA Prime National, up to 94 miles an hour. He's 15 years old.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you put the 2 of those guys together, I mean, that's going to be electricity. Going to be trying to outduel one another, the throwdowns to the pitch in. Hudson Chadwick at the plate. Dribbler, it's like a rocket right off the mound there, like it hit a ramp, and he's going to get a run-scoring single to make it 2-0.
But yeah, after remaking last weekend's schedule during the event about 7 times, I think I'm good on schedules for 2 to 3 business days at this point.
We got a 2-0 lead here for Prostock with Jackson Gore, the catcher, stepping in. Gore, Mount Perrin, 27. There's the throw down and some aggressive base running here from Prostock early, and mentioned what these guys have done offensively in this event so far. They've just been absolutely explosive, outscored opponents 16-2 in their first couple pool play wins, leading the pool. These Cobb Select looking for win number 1, and they now trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Jack, I did chime in with you when we had Luke Winbush. You went extra bases with Luke. What stood out to you in that conversation with him?
He's very relaxed and
very measured. Yeah.
On his prep baseball profile, it says that he is not quick to jump on things. It doesn't really say that like that, but
he didn't jump on you.
That's
no,
good.
He did not.
Yeah.
That would be a umpire. Please help me thing. But
All right, there's a walk to Gore, so it's going to bring up Clemson commit Ford Monin, the extra hitter. Do you notice the shortstop's wearing a different uniform? He at least got the memo. He was helping us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some numbers on it. We're good.
Yeah.
But it says on his prep baseball profile that his cognitive strength is impulse control.
Ooh.
And I think that
Shout out S2.
So that, you know what that means? That means when Luke Winbush goes to the grocery store, he's not buying a thing that's by the register.
I need to get him.
Yeah, he's got impulse. He doesn't need that extra gum. He's good on Tic Tacs.
Need to get him and my start teaching my wife some lessons.
There you go. Yeah, his Amazon cart's empty. All right, Ford Monin, Clemson commit at the plate. Runners in scoring position. Westminster School, 27. It's the 13th ranked catcher in Georgia in the class. Exit velos north of 95 miles an hour, and opportunity to make some noise here. A 1 count, 1 down. Runner taking off, and man, they are just aggressive as it gets on the base pass. Runner safe. So yesterday our issue was it wasn't switching for us to see. Now we're at the mercy of the miming of the umpires.
Yep.
All right, head, knees, shoulders, toes, and we're ready to go.
It's always the most fun time as a catcher. You know what the sign is. But the rest of it's just like, hey, man, we're just out here screwing around. A pat on the head, go on the arm.
Yeah.
Getting lost out there sometimes. Like, I've been doing this for a while. I'm ready to get back there.
Playing Simon Says with everyone.
Shortstop's confused. Nobody knows what's going on.
0-2 count. That's a dribbler. Third base has it. No, bare hands it. The throw's wide. Monin's taking off for second. Red jerseys everywhere. They get the throw there, and they get Monin. He's safe. Came off the bag on the tag.
Yep, so everybody's safe there.
That was chaos. It's one of those times where maybe you're just better off just letting the third baseman, who maybe has a little bit more leverage underneath him, make that throw as opposed to trying to barehand it and be the hero. But you can understand Trowell. He's probably had a little bit more traffic on the base pass, and he hoped to start this outing. It's now 3-0. Hillgrove's Dylan Honoree now going to step in, 14th ranked shortstop. And Georgia's 70th overall among 27s, a Kennesaw State commit. It's a preseason All-State in January, a 22 junior feature gamer. Runs a 6.55.
That worked. That plays.
Yeah. I was blown away, though, during the Academy Baseball Association tournament that we had here when I had Coaxley in here from P27, runs a 6.14. Like, how's that even possible?
It took me six seconds around a 40, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, Sterling Coax, I'm sorry. Sterling Coaxum runs a 6.14. He ran a 6.46 at Super 16. He told me he was a little fat. that was the reason for the 6.46 is Sterling was a little heavy.
6.16, just not good enough. You know, had Had one too many chicken minis at breakfast.
But if you correlate that to 100 meters, that's 100 yards. That's 10.2. 10.2 second 100-yard dash.
That's a level of speed that it's hard to find, right? I mean, those are dudes that are playing in the NFL on Sunday and running for the U.S. in track.
Yeah.
You put that on a baseball field and the problems that can cause. Obviously, Chandler Simpson comes to mind.
Sure.
It's like speed causing problems on the base pass. That's just crazy to think about.
It makes you wonder those conversations that his dad has had to have with football coaches, too, to just get away from him. Let him be. Because they think that guy's returning kicks and, running out wide, just run a post pattern.
Hey, let's put that guy in the slot and just, hey, man, you just run straight fast.
Yeah. There's a walk, and the bases are now juiced for Jensen Morneau. And, Jack, did not Luke Wimbush tell you Jensen Morneau is the best teammate he's ever had?
He did, yeah.
Well, they're both together at Pope as well as on this Prostock squad. And Morneau, the 14th ranked catcher in Georgia, 93rd overall. They just have nothing but ranked catchers in this Prostock
just
squad.
rolling them out one after the other.
Yeah. Most teams take a bunch of shortstops and you'll just figure it out. They take a bunch of catchers, athletic catchers, and put them together. But Morneau, part of that runner-up in 5A here in the state of Georgia, falling to Loganville in 3 games.
Talk about a dynasty in sports. What Loganville baseball's got going on now is insane. That's 7 out of 9.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Is that the correct number
is.
There? I don't know who runs the print shop around Loganville High School, but they're in good business.
Well, think about Stoneman Douglas in Florida has won 7 straight.
Jesus.
Like there are multiple groups now who have gone through their entire high school careers and done nothing but state championships.
Oh, what'd y'all do this year? We won state.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. Oh, where'd that one come from?
I think that one came over from 15.
Okay.
But yeah, the print shop in Loganville. Not sure who's got the market share there. Those guys he's in good business. I'm sure region championship banners.
Yeah,
state championship banners. Like that guy's, he's living good over there.
He's got real estate in Panama City now. Morneau watches strike 1 from Trowell, who's thrown 28 pitches here in this inning.
Probably got to reprint them because you're running out of space on the outfield wall.
That's right. They add like another level to the outfield wall.
Our right-handed hitters hit 5 less homers this year because the wall and left's too big now because of our state championship.
That's
banners.
right. Blame last year's seniors. Let's misses high for ball 1. Yeah, I'm always you can talk about like college dynasties, pro dynasties. When you're a college, like this happens all the time, especially like college basketball, right? Like if you're like coach, like Izzo's made it to the NCAA tournament like 25 years in a row, right? Like once you start building the fact that you get that kind of athlete in, it's just like the faucet's on, and they're just going to keep popping in. The pros, you build everything around, these generational players, and you can have your time periods where you got, X amount of championships in so many years. To do it at the high school level is crazy. Just mind-boggling that you can have that happen and not be a private school.
Yeah.
To not have, IMG Academy or one of those places. To have it be a public high school to have that kind of a performance is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, if you think too, like, in the high school classes, like in the state of Georgia, right? Like, for example, the 25 class might have been great, and the 24 class might have just been okay. Like, it's to be able to just get enough guys to compete year in and year out in a high school setting that you have realistically no control over of, like, the caliber of athlete that's coming in.
Yeah, it's remarkable. Morneau pops that all the way into center field, got everybody on the run, catches it near the warning track. Everybody tags up, and there's run number 4 for Prostock. Well-struck ball, but not enough to get it out, but he does provide a productive out to extend the lead. So now here comes Cooper Reynolds. So starting pitcher for Prostock, going to swing it himself. And with exit velos a 99.6, bat speed of nearly 70 miles an hour. Uh-oh, loose ball. That's all the way to the wall. Off the facade there, and that's going to be another run off the wild pitch. Makes it 5-0. Things getting out of hand here early on. One 0 count here to Reynolds. Trowell's thrown 33 pitches. Misses high. We're in danger of Prostock batting all the way around here in the first. Last batter in the order, Farley Batista, the shortstop's in the on-deck circle.
There we go. I was noticing the catcher giving multiple signs with nobody on second. I was like, oh, they got a pretty intricate system there going. But I think he realized, oh, wait, there's nobody at second now. I can just give the old one sign. That's another thing as a catcher, you back there, and it's like, oh, there's a guy on second before the pitch comm stuff, obviously. It's back in my day crowd. And, you start just giving signs. It's like, oh, I've given 17 signs now. Still don't know what he wants to throw, but we'll keep doing it.
Comes the 3-0 to Reynolds. Play at the plate. They didn't get him. Another run scores. And, man, you got to really, kind of tip your hat here to Prostock, how aggressive they've been in the base pass. They've made a lot of things happen. Certainly, there's been some well-struck balls for them to make productive outs, but they are making a lot happen themselves here just with the aggressiveness running the bases.
The old swim slide there from the runner coming home.
And there's a walk to Reynolds, and that'll bring up the 11th batter of this inning, Farley Batista.
We're going to get a courtesy here for our pitcher at first base.
So Brookwood's Batista steps in, 2029, second prep baseball event for him. 5'11", 175-pound righty.
Wasn't able to find a pin for the last 3 days, so now
you got two of them.
Two of them. Stay strapped.
There you go. Get you like a holster.
I know. You get a pin holster.
Well, like Chewbacca wears like that that thing, the kind of I don't even know what you call that, like belt vest kind of deal. And we can get you one of those with Sharpies in it, and then you can just kind of pull them out and be a good look.
Never know when you got to write something down.
That's right. Maybe you can just get you one of those like Lululemon satchels, and you can put the pin, maybe like some little holsters on it.
My wife's got a black fuzzy one. I'd rock that.
There you go. Nice.
I'm sure that would get a lot of rave reviews from our staff that'll be here next week from the national side.
All right, Batista's got a 2-0 count. The lead is 6-0 here for Prostock in the bottom of the first inning. Marching their way towards a first-place finish in this pool. Another miss, and Trowell just struggling to consistently find the strike zone. He's now got a 3-0 count and pitch number 41 of this inning upcoming. He's walked 3 batters so far, giving up 2 hits.
Oh.
Another walk. No, that was just a 3-0. I thought it was already 3-0. I feel like I'm seeing nothing but walks to this point. But he's got a 3-0 count here. Plenty of traffic on the base pass, and Prostock up 6-0. A long inning here for Trowell on the mound, and he misses, and there is the walk to Batista, and they will, in fact, bat all the way around here in the first. So our second look at Sammy Wilson, and maybe the end of the day here for Trowell. We'll see. He gives up the ball, and we're going to give up some screen time here for a moment. Take a quick break, tell you about the new pitcher for East Cobb Select when we come back from LakePoint Sports.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
No Cap. Braden is the new pitcher. Braden Cap here for East Cobb Select. Prostock leading 6-0. Cap out of Athletes Lab Academy in North Carolina. Misses ball one here in this matchup against Sammy Wilson, who's batting for the second time here in the first inning.
Great hat for our guy on the mound there. The prep baseball hat on.
Yeah, it's a good
Shout
look.
out.
He's showcase ready.
We got Wilson Marler coming to hang out behind the plate here on field 14.
He's just, Wilson's just trying to get some screen time.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Shout out our director of umpires here at LakePoint, Wilson Marler, just coming to take in some sights and sounds here on field 14.
Well, the last time Wilson was on a broadcast, I was talking about his pants because I thought he had gotten some new pants because he looked, he went some down to his knee on that breaking ball.
Pants on.
Yeah. Well, Wilson's recently married, so he's his wife's a school teacher. So he may or may not be spending more time than normal here this summer. She's now home with nothing to do but instruct Wilson on what to do when he is at home. So, that one gets away from the catcher. Here comes another run, make it 7-0. Trailing runner will advance to third. I like to think Wilson's just back there observing his crew, not just trying to squeeze in some screen time. Maybe this is his alibi. Maybe whatever he hears when he gets home, he's like, I was literally sitting back there. You can watch, yes. There's the proof. That one goes foul. Counts 2-2. Seven runs on 2 hits here for Prostock. We've seen hit batters, we've seen 4 walks, and we've seen 2 hits in this inning. It's going to run the count full. Cap with this little bit of a slingshot motion. A runner at third. Reaches out, pokes that. It's on its way into center field. Got him on the run. Camps underneath it. And makes the inning ending out. Inning that comes to a merciful end here for East Cobb Select. Prostock leads 7-0. We'll play inning number 2 when we come back.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Johnny Welton Jr., the catcher's up right now. I think he's still got that Ohio State junk headband underneath there. So representing, he's followed by Xander Shute and then Josh Murphy. Ropes that back foul, counts 0-2. Reynolds thrown 17 pitches. He had a really long layoff. It's his offense piled up 7 runs.
As a pitcher, you got to love that, but hate it at the same time.
I would assume so, especially right after you've just gone out and thrown 1 inning, and you have a quick inning, and that one is roped into left field. Shoestring catch. Did he catch it?
Yep.
He did catch it. So shoestring catch in left field there for Dylan Honoré, the Kennesaw State commit. So now 1 down for Shute. Shute, first pitch swinging, first base has it on the run. Does it all by himself, route number 2.
All the coaches at home just scream to get over at once. Yeah. The ball hit first. Tough luck there for Welton as he lined that ball to left, able to turn it around at 88 miles an hour. Just happened to hit it right where somebody was standing, unfortunately for him. It was a good swing on a fastball he could handle.
This is Josh Murphy. Murphy from Walton, 2027. I think those might be the biggest numbers I've ever seen in the back of a uniform.
Big font.
Yeah.
That's Times New Roman?
Bold.
Bold 16.
That's right. Well, East Cobb Select trying to get something good going their way here in this inning. Instead, they watch an inning-ending strikeout by Murphy, a quick inning on the mound there for Reynolds and company, and try to build on this 7-0 lead when we come back.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making the name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
We're back at it, bottom of the 2nd inning. Braden Kapp returns on the mound here for East Cobb Select. He's got Luke Wimbush, the Troy commit, at the plate.
In between innings, we're talking about college baseball shop here, and we were talking. You said Georgia Tech's the team to beat.
I think they are, yeah.
We were talking about. I really hope Georgia and Georgia Tech don't end up matching up against each other, because that puts me in a really bad spot. Am I making the family call with Georgia Tech, or is it alma mater's call?
2-0, Wimbush ropes that. looping swing, and where it went, nobody knows. Camera didn't adjust. And he tried to take second, and he somehow got in there. I'm not quite sure how that happened. The second baseman said, "I'm literally got the ball, sir." But he's safe.
Confused.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, it's interesting, though, because, Rock Chalowski's obviously, that's everybody's 1-1, right?
Yeah.
But to me, I think you think about Vaughn Lackey, Drew Burris, and everything that Tech has offensively. It's just, they're just so deep.
And then their arms, too. Like,
Yeah.
the offense is really, really good. But, you look at that pitching staff, too. I mean, from top to bottom, it's tough to find a better group than that, obviously. And being a Georgia grad, that pains me to say that. But, they're doing a really good job at Tech and have built something really special there, I think.
And it's amazing to me the job they've done keeping kids in state.
Yeah.
And certainly there was a long time where everybody wanted to rock that G, but they're doing something at Georgia Tech, keeping these guys, especially the Metro Atlanta guys, local.
It's a lot of homegrown talent.
Yep.
Some of the guys they got coming in next year, too, from a recruiting standpoint, it's just retool and reload.
Yeah, so Deion Cole at Etowah on his way there. Georgia Tech signing. We'll see if the draft changes any of that. But his dad, Troy, told me that the coaching staff said, "Hey, we've got DB8 in the outfield now, and we want DC8 a year from now."
There you go.
Roll from one to another.
You got Isaiah Gallison, the Houston County.
Yep. Man, that kick can hit.
Yep. You got him coming in there as well. It's just, champagne problems.
Absolutely.
Is it on the plains? Is that what they call it there? Or is that Auburn?
That's Auburn.
That's Auburn.
Yeah, the flats.
The flats.
The flats.
The flats, my bad.
You're going to have the Auburn fans irate here.
Hand up, guys. Missed that one.
Going to get some War Eagles going in the chat. Wimbush now standing at third with James Sharp at the plate. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second, a 7-0 lead for Prostock. Wilson Marlar has disappeared from behind home plate.
I saw him walking through the middle here earlier.
Right.
So
gets a hold of that. 95-5 on its way into left field. That's caught. Wimbush tags up. Makes it 8-0. Now 8 runs on 3 hits. And that's going to bring up Hudson Chadwick. Calhoun, 27. I'll probably tell you everything on the menu at Buc-ee's as he makes his way from Calhoun here to Emerson. Makes an adjustment to the Beaver Nuggets, and he's ready to roll. That one's going foul. Exit velos north of 100 miles an hour for Hudson.
What is y'all's Buc-ee's order?
I'll let you go first on that one.
I do like the brisket sandwich. It's pretty strong, but their chicken sandwich is incredibly underrated.
Okay.
Like, I would say it's like right up there with, I think everyone gets excited about Popeyes and Zaxby's and obviously, Chick-fil-A. Whoa, that bat's a little bit, you got to stick him on that now.
Pitcher got a good laugh out of that one.
He sure did. He can't believe it. He said, yeah, man. If you get a sword when the guy, awkwardly swings through, what do you call that? What's it called when he completely loses the bat and launches it like a javelin?
Glad it's not a sword. That could have caused a lot of problems.
It sure could have. That was a projectile.
That's why we have the signs posted. Be aware of balls and or bats leaving the playing field.
But to go back to my point, the chicken sandwich at Buc-ee's is top tier.
Okay.
So,
hand up, I'm not a big Buc-ee's human. Every time I go in there, I buy a candle and a Diet Mountain Dew. And those two things.
Why the candle?
My wife likes the candle.
Oh.
And, every time we go in, we got to buy a candle. I buy a Diet Mountain Dew, and we move on.
Huh.
Not a big food. The food doesn't do it for me.
I like they have like the almonds and the pecans and stuff that they do up there. Oh man, those are like you pull off the highway and somebody's selling them off of their.
It's hand up. I'm a person that doesn't do well. Shocking by my career choice, and like craziness. Like in my day-to-day life, not in my work life, but like there's too much going on. It freaks me. I just overstimulated. I'm just like, all right, get my Diet Mountain Dew. Let's get out of here. It's too much going on at the Buc-ee's for me personally.
I can understand it. So you don't need to go get the Duck Dynasty hat and then go over here and you pick up the the beaver printed swim trunks and
good. I'm good on. I'm
yeah.
Me and you have talked about this before. I'm a Love's Truck Stop guy, man. Just bounce in there, give me a Diet Mountain Dew, and let's get out. Shout out Diet Mountain Dew. If you want to throw some sponsors my way, I rock the merch.
We should get some kind of sponsorship here we have, not that people really want to necessarily know the intricate business practices of LakePoint Sports, but we have this company called Tracer AI that can actually take people's cell phones and figure out where they went to and from LakePoint. And Buc-ee's is one of the top 5 locations that people go to after they leave here.
That's pretty sweet.
Which makes a ton of sense because they have a billboard just north of campus here. It's obviously, if you're going anywhere north, you're going to drive right past it. But we should have the Buc-ee fit. That should be we should, whether we're using AI or something, we should have our player of the game gets decked out in Buc-ee stuff. Doesn't have to necessarily be the beaver costume, but we can do, do some fun stuff.
If Buc-ee's wants to throw me a Coke Zero every now and again, I'm good with that too,
So you're crossing from Pepsi to Coke.
Okay. Coke Zero, Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Coke, all in. Anti-sugar soda.
And candles.
I'd like to hook my wife up with a candle supply. That'd be awesome.
Is this a particular scent, or is it just any candle?
There is a particular one.
It doesn't smell like Buc-ee's, does it? It's not Ode to Beaver. You don't want that one. There's the 1-1 shortstop. Watches that go over his head. It's on its way into center field. There's a single for Gore.
I don't know the name of it. I don't venture into Buc-ee's usually without her, and then I just go get what you need. And let's keep this show moving.
Huh. The shrewdest thing that they do at Buc-ee's is that if you get a car wash, you get $10 off your tank of gas.
Yeah.
So which I'm sure it's negligible. They're still making money. Well, they wouldn't do that if they weren't making money. Slingshot delivery over from first there from Cap. He's got Ford Monin, the Clemson commit now at the plate. 2 down here in the inning. Cap's been a little bit more locked in here over this frame. Got himself a strikeout. Taking his time, waiting on the 1-0. Monin rocks that, 94.5 off his bat. It's on its way to left center, and that one is going to be, that's backtracking, gone. Ford Monin goes yard, 2-run shot, and there's your punctuation for a Prostock offense that has been delivering all day, and now they get their big blow, makes it 10-0, and man, that was no doubt. You watched the center fielder climb over the fence, just trying to see where that thing landed in the trees there back behind center. He rocked that ball, 94.5. That looks like it's going to be the end of the day here for Braden Cap. So a pitching change here for East Cobb Select. This will be arm number 3 for them. I believe the next guy's got a cape on. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Prep Baseball Showdown.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar, Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar.
Peyton Orabach, new pitcher here for East Cobb Select. He's got Kennesaw State commit Dylan Honoré at the plate for Prostock, which leads 10-0 here in the second. And they just had the big blow in this one. Ford Monin, the Clemson commit, delivers RBIs number 2 and 3. He's 2 for 2 with 3 runs driven in already. This Prostock offense has been a sight to behold so far. 10 runs on 5 hits. Spikes that. Counts 1-1. Orabach at a Gilmer, 6'2", 175-pound righty playing in his first prep baseball event. So, Peyton, welcome to LakePoint Sports. Dylan doing the honorable thing there, Dylan Honoré, picking that ball up and helping the catcher out. Guy was at preseason All-State in January, and he's on his way to first. Going around the bag, come back, and their base runner here for Prostock, and they just keep piling it on. Jensen Morneau out of Pope. Going to get another opportunity. Must be Mr. Monroe, Monroe over there to the left there. Got the camera out. He's got to get this shot. That's right. Little does he know, if he were to tune into LakePoint Live, powered by Pixelot and Aware TV, he'd have everything he needed.
It's true.
But we're also giving it to him for free right here, so he can put the phone away. And he's made a cameo in our broadcast.
Yeah, make sure to smash that subscribe button.
That's right.
Is that a YouTube thing?
It is. Yeah, we're now on the Prep Baseball YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to that. I'd love to have you and love to get you a little bit of everything we have coming. Coffee and Curveballs with me and Shooter Hunt, all the draft content that Shooter provides. You get all the state podcasts. It's a dribbler, a tough play, throws it to first. He does get the out. It's going to bring it into the inning, but Prostock has added on. There's some base thumping here. I don't know what's going on, but it's 10-0 Prostock when we come back.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts. At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Welcome back. Cory McCartney with you. Avery Hunt has got to go deal with some brackets for 15U, and Lars Combs going to lead things off here for East Cobb Select. First pitch from Reynolds, misses high. Lars Combs, center fielder, to be followed by Josh Dury, the first baseman, and Jaden Bradley, the shortstop. 10-0 lead for Prostock. Laces that one back foul. Counts 1-1. So, Jack, we got Avery's incredibly random Buc-ee's order of a candle and a Diet Mountain Dew. What is your must when you walk into Buc-ee's?
Well, I'm a huge Dr. Pepper guy. So I always have to have a Dr. Pepper.
Wimbush can't field that, so we're going to have a runner at first here to start things off for East Cobb Select.
But I think it's always got to get a Dr. Pepper. I really like their chopped brisket sandwich, and then I'll get like a thing of the what's the caramelized nuts or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what we get. Yeah, those are always really good. And then just a bag of chips. So whatever I'm feeling that day, whether it's Doritos Cool Ranch or the onion ring ones, Funyuns.
Funyuns, yeah.
Either one of those, whatever I'm feeling that day.
Okay.
But I know you're a huge coffee guy.
That's right. 0-2 count here to Dury. Pumps that. Just misses. That looked like strike 3, but just misses. Counts now 1-2.
I mean, if you're this East Cobb Select team, you almost got to wonder, like, what can we do right now?
Well, look, I mean, I think we've gone through this before in games. We've had games where we've had one team up really big, and there is out number 1 off the strikeout. And, you got to have that mentality. You can't go up and try to win a game off of one swing. You got to go up and piece some things together, see if maybe you can cobble something together and just get out of an inning feeling good about yourself. And I think that's kind of where East Cobb's at right now. They've got their second hit. And their shortstop Bradley swings through that. Counts now 0-1 with 1 down. I think that's the approach for them right now is let's go try to win this half of an inning. And at least they got a leadoff hit to start things off. Bradley swings through strike 2. Bradley's out of New Manchester High School in Georgia. First prep baseball event for him. So, Jaden, hearty welcome to LakePoint Sports.
You think they talk with a British accent in that school?
They do that in Old Manchester, not New Manchester.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they do on that part of it. Not the new ones. They're above it. 1-2 count here to Bradley. Fouls that off. It's Reynolds on the 1-2. Swing, miss, his second strikeout of the inning. It's now 4 for Reynolds. He's allowed, again, we're going to say just 1 hit because they did give Wimbush the error. So he's still allowed just 1 hit and now 2 2/3. We're back to the top of the order here for East Cobb Select. Grayson Shokaki, the second baseman. He chops him off inside, but he holds off. Counts 2-0. Drives that into center field. And that's going to be down for a 2-out single. Grayson Shokaki goes 90.4 off the bat. So 2 singles now here in the inning. Hits number 2 and 3 in this game here for East Cobb Select. I'm going to go out here and have a word with Reynolds after that hard hit ball. Yeah, our biggest moment so far in this one coming off the bat of Ford Monin, the Clemson commit. It's a 2-run bomb. It was a 73-mile-an-hour pitch and just drove that nearly over the wall in dead center, and the center fielder climbing the wall. That's actually going to be the end of Reynolds' day. So we got a new pitcher coming in here for Prostock. They lead by double figures. We'll be back, tell you about the new arm here for Prostock when we return.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Come back, Hudson Chadwick, new pitcher here for Prostock, up 10-0. Chadwick slings that in. Calhoun, 27. The fifth-ranked first baseman in Georgia, 66 overall, but seen him obviously in action now here on the mound with his team up big time here in the third. Traffic on the base pass for East Cobb Select, trying to get some good feelings going in an inning, and so far so good here in the third. Got two base runners on. Grayson Chokaki delivering the second hit of the game. Loose ball, runner taking off. No, he's going to hold fast at second. It's a Prostock lineup that has cruised through pool play, and we are seeing exactly why here in this game. Again, they came into this one outscoring opponents 16-2, and now they're up 10-0. Pumps that in for a strike. Going to be a tough out for anybody when things switch over to bracket play. Draws the walk, and the bases are now going to be loaded. So East Cobb Select is now threatening, and you talk about a big bat coming up in a big moment. Robbie Meyer is now going to get his opportunity with the bases juiced to Cherokee 27, who's the 28th ranked first baseman in Georgia in the class of 27. He's got a big opportunity here. Miss from Chadwick. Meyer, opportunity here to do some damage, eat into this big lead for Prostock, and again, get some good feelings going for this East Cobb Select team. And came into this one 0-2 in pool play. They've been outscored 15-3. Rips that in for a strike. Count is 1-1. Meyer with that Jim Thome-esque bat point to the pitcher. He thought he had the inning strikeout. He was ready to strut off. Little pirouette, but he's got some more work to do. Just misses. Counts 2-2. Chadwick going to try it again here. Laces that foul. AB will continue. Definitely getting a little bit of Jim Thome vibes here from Meyer with that setup. Takes his time, resets when the pitcher does. Comes a 2-2. Another foul. The 2-2. Misses again twice. I love Hudson Chadwick thinking he's had the punch out twice in this AB, going inside a couple times and pirouetting off the mound, thinking he's rolling off of that inning-ending K. But he's got more work to do here against Meyer. Comes a payoff pitch. Misses inside. Meyer's bored. There comes the first run for East Cobb Select. Now 10-1. And Jack just setting himself up to be exactly what I said East Cobb needed. They may not be able to get them all at once, but they got some good things going, some good vibes going, and now they got their first run.
Yeah, you just got to play baseball smart. You can't really try too hard to make things happen or it won't happen. You have to let the game play and hope the baseball gods help you out a little bit.
Well, they smiled on him there as Meyer got the bases-loaded walk to allow their first run to cross. So now it's Braden Kapp, who had taken over for the mound from their starter, Caleb Trowell. He swings through that one for strike one. Still just 2 hits for this East Cobb Select team, but got run number 1 here in the third. Chadwick with the 1-1 to Kapp. Fouls that off. Something tells me if Chadwick gets a pitch he thinks is strike 3, he may hold his sauntering off the mound momentarily. Just making sure. Once bitten, twice shy. Comes 1-2. Misses high. Count now 2-2. Say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me twice, 3 times. I think you just time to call it a day. Comes a 2-2. And there it is. Now he gets to do it for real. Chadwick makes his way off the mound. He did get that inning-ending strikeout. He just had to wait about 5 more pitches to get it done. All right, it's 10-1. East Cobb Select's on the board when we come back from LakePoint Sports.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Welcome back. Peyton Okabach back in for another inning here for East Cobb Select. He's got Cooper Reynolds at the plate. Reynolds will be followed by Freely Batista and then Sammy Wilson, the leadoff hitter. So number 10, 11, and 1 due up for Prostock, and they lead 10-1 These Cobb Select getting their first run of the game in the top half of this inning off a bases-loaded walk. Counts now 2-0 to Reynolds. 10 runs on 5 hits in this one for Prostock. They've also taken advantage of 5 walks. Had hit by pitch. Misses wide, counts 3-0. Stick around after the game. We'll talk player of the game. And, of course, you can always find our player of the game interview available across all the LakePoint Sports social media channels. And there's a walk to Cooper Reynolds to start off the third. And that'll bring up last batter in the order for Prostock, Frilly Batista. Box thrown 13 pitches, make that 14. That one gets away from his catcher, and runner will advance to second. There he is. Backstop Jonathan Welton Jr. and company going out to have a conversation with Okabak, and actually it looks like they're going to make a pitching change. So we got another arm coming in here for Prostock. And Jack, I believe you had put together one of your prep baseball grids for us, if I remember correctly. Did we get that done?
Let me check to make sure it is done.
If it is, I think it might be an opportune time for us to go side by side here on the shot, and we can do a little prep baseball grid. Those of you who have ever played the Immaculate Grid, this is our version of it. Of course, we're pulling in those who have been in part of some of prep baseball's biggest events, Super 60, All-American Game, Future Games, guys who go on to Power 5 programs, Power 4 programs. I'm still lost in the old college football days there. Murphy's going to be the new pitcher, by the way, for East Cobb Select. So Josh Murphy out of Walton, 27 right-hander, will now be on the mound, appearing in his third prep baseball event. And he's again got last batter in the order, Frilly Batista up. Talked about it with Avery Hunt, but what lies ahead later this week with the National Program Invitational is something you really got to be here to understand just how talent-laden this event is, and we are going to have a lot of fun in that one, eyeing some watch party-style broadcasts on Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, we'll have USA Prime National against Palmetto Blacksmiths 2029s. That one's going to be followed that same time frame by Dallas Tigers National versus Indiana Bulls Black National. So some of the top players in the nation will be featured in that one, especially that USA Prime team. In the last week, we had Tristan Blaylock come in, was playing for USA Scout, but 94 miles an hour, this 15-year-old's throwing, so hopefully we get him in action in this one. Again, we got Frilly Batista up. Now it's a 10-1 lead. Josh Murphy now on the mound. And all right, here is our prep baseball grid. So we start off with All-American Game MVP or Home Run Derby champion out of Florida. Well, there's only been 3 All-American Game MVPs. So that's a very short list.
And think very recently.
Very recently. So I'll go Jacob Lombard there in the top left corner. So
There you
Jacob
go.
Lombard could be, I'm just going to throw it out there. I know everyone's got Rock Chalowski from UCLA as 1-1 on their MLB draft boards. When you look at Prep's shortstops over these past few years and the way that they've kind of, Eli Willits a year ago, most people didn't have Eli Willits going number 1. I'm just saying, possibility. Frilly Batista skies that one. It's on its way into right field, and that one is going to be all the way back to the wall, and he is going to be standing at second base. Runner taking off for home. The throw is in time. They get him. The play at the plate is in time, and there's out number 1. A little bit more of the aggressiveness for Prostock comes back to haunt him there. Batista now standing at second, but denied run number 11. All right, so then we go All-American Game MVP in Miami. So we had an All-American Game MVP that's committed to the Miami Hurricanes, or the Home Run Derby champion.
Well, so I will say this. Technically, on this one, I don't think there's two. There is only one.
Okay, well, I'm going to maybe couch it a little bit and say, so I'm going to allow myself to say All-American game and Miami. So I'm going to go Gio Rojas for that second spot because he was Miami All-American game.
The way I was looking at it was technically Home Run Derby champion and Florida in that 2024 All-American game was Coleman Borthwick.
Okay.
And then Miami commit and All-American game MVP Jacob Lovemard.
Batista's in there. That's going to be run number 11. Oh, runner taken off for third. The throw is going to be well wide, so he'll be at third base now. So Wilson now standing at third. He's got an RBI. It's 11-1. So you got All-American game with All-American game in the next one? In the top right?
Well, it's All-American MVP, All-American game MVP or Home Run Derby champion who played in the All-American game.
Okay.
There's a couple you can pick.
That one's in play. Bouncer, third base has it, throws in time. It'll be out number 2.
It's really hard to make these, actually. It's especially hard because of the fact that some of these events, there's just either so many guys or not that many guys. And there's only been 3 All-American games.
That is very true.
So.
Well, I'll go Casey Cunningham.
Okay.
I can have that right. He was MVP.
He was.
Hit a bomb.
He was, yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the first guy to have a home run in the
He was, yeah.
Or
in game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, went on to be an Arizona Diamondbacks first round pick in 25. So Super 60 in Florida.
Some of these are very hard.
All right, I'm going to go well off the radar here. Zahir Barzum. Remember we had him, P27, West Virginia?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're going Zahir Barzum. Yeah, and we played at the senior future games. Yeah, that's a good one. Super 60 in Miami. It's an 11-1 lead now.
I kind of hinted at you that there's just a ton of guys who are, for some reason, Miami commits just from New York.
Yeah.
I don't really know why that's a thing, but most of the guys that fit this have played in New York.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go off the radar here. Easton Katura.
Okay.
From Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not from New York, but yeah.
No.
All right, then Super 60 and an All-American.
Let's see. Danny Wallace. My guy, Danny Wallace.
There you go.
I saw Danny Wallace do some insane things here on these fields at LakePoint Sports. So, then was it Nebraska signee? So I'm going with Danny Wallace.
Okay. And then anyone who's played in the future games from Florida.
Christian Rodriguez.
Okay.
I saw Rodriguez go high 90s here. He was a monster, so I'm going with him.
Okay, future games in Miami.
Future games in Miami. I already used Gio, so I can't go back to Rojas.
I don't think you did use Gio.
I did. I went All-American game in Miami for the second one. I gave that to myself.
Oh.
There's another bomb. Man, this just keeps getting piled on here for this Prostock squad. Man, they are just putting on an absolute show as James Sharp goes yard, extends this lead. It's now going to be 14-1 here in the bottom of the third inning, and it's just been an absolute display here for this squad, man. They are just putting on a monster show. And this has been big-time stuff out of this team. So what was my next one that I'm going for?
Future games in Miami.
Future games in Miami.
There was one this year from Miami that committed to Miami that played in the future games. There's also probably hundreds of that.
Future games in Miami. That's kind of a tough one. But did Devin Diaz play in the future games? He played in the junior future games. That can count.
That can count.
All right, yeah. All right, so Devin Diaz.
All right, and then future games and All-American.
All right, Reed Worley. I'm going with my guy, Reed Worley.
Okay.
So there you go. Closed it out. Let me close it out before Prostock closed it out. It's 14-1 now. So, Jack, great job on these, man. These are a lot of fun. I cannot wait to see guys like Shooter Hunt and Sean Duncan do these.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull some stuff out of my backside on those ones to try to stump them a little bit. Those guys are just walking computers.
Yeah.
And I am nowhere near that.
Yeah, James Sharp, by the way, has got 5 RBI in this game now.
I mean, this Prostock team is just doing an amazing job right now.
They sure are.
I mean, they've dealt with, this is what, they're the third or fourth pitcher, and it's the third inning. This is the third pitcher, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the third.
No, this is the 4th pitcher.
Okay.
They went Trowell, Cap, Okabak, and now Murphy.
Okay,
And they've piled up 14 runs on 9 hits, and there's foul ball.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in that first inning before they went around, they changed pitchers.
Yep, they did.
Not a single guy has seen the same pitcher twice, yet they are still hitting it like it's their 500th time seeing this guy.
Well, Jackson Gore fouls that off. They are up 13 runs here in the bottom of the third. And if you're wondering about mercy rules to this point, it's 15 runs after 3. So a little bit more work to do if Prostock wants to put an end to this one here in the third. Count's now going to be full. Ford Monin, who's already homered, is in the on-deck circle. He's got 3 RBI and it's 2 for 2. Hit him on the elbow, but regardless, it was ball 4 if he didn't hit him on the elbow, so he's not going to be down at first. And here comes Monin again, 2 for 2.
I'm going to throw this out in the universe. It would be insane if he could have his second bomb of the day be a walk-off 3-run bomb.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we're at right now. If Ford Monin can drive another one, it's going to be a game ender. It's in for a strike. And he's 2 for 2 already. Drops in that breaking ball for strike 2. Murphy giving him a heavy dose of curveballs. Comes the 0-2. Hit him on the elbow.
Wow.
So now the bases are going to be juiced once again. Now we're going to wait for Dylan Honoré, the Kennesaw State commit, to come in. Honoré swing and a miss. It's a 14-1 lead here for Prostock. This high and upstairs makes it 1-1. Uh-oh, gets away from him. Little pinball action, and there's run number 15. So now we are 1 run away from Prostock, closing this out in 3 innings. Can Dylan Honoree do the honors? He's got a 2-1 count. He's got runners at second and third. Opportunity to bring a close to this ball game. Sends it into right field, and there is the decisive run. They're just going to add one more for good measure. Yep, touch that bag, sir. 16-1, we are done. Prostock winners over East Cobb Select in run rule fashion to close out pool play. And just another impressive showing for this Prostock squad. They outscored opponents 32-3 over 3 pool play victories. While we got a second, telling you a little bit about the Prostock team that we've seen here. Yeah, you know plenty about these guys, but man, they've got a special player in their 16U squad as well, one of the nation's very best backstops, #1 ranked player in Georgia in 2029. We're going to hear all about Xavier Rodriguez, and then when we come back, we're going to talk player of the game from this one, but let's tee up our interview with the Archer catcher. I've got Xavier Rodriguez, Georgia's #1 player in 2029, the nation's top-ranked catcher in the class. Man, Xavier, good to see you again.
Good to see you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, let's talk about this freshman season. Archer hit .434, 560 OBP, 2 homers, made it look really easy in the transition. What was the biggest adjustment? Was it mentally, physically, when it came to dealing with high school pitching?
I think it was more mental. You know, you're used to seeing, especially at the level, you see more 88, 89. And in high school, you'll see a 60 arm, and then the next game, you'll see an 80 arm. And, you know, it's just a hard jump to go from that to that. But once you get used to it, it just gets a lot easier to me.
I cannot get over the skill set defensively behind the plate. 185 pop time. I mean, you're a one-knee receiver.
Yes,
kind of how big has that setup been, and you being able to make the most of that quick transition to get it to down to the second, third, wherever you're throwing?
Yeah, so I actually just started doing that this year. With the runner on, I started doing 1 knee down. And I think it's a lot easier because 2 knees up, to me, I always used to come up high.
So you were ripping off 185s with 2 knees? With
2 knees up, yes.
Wow.
So now I'm more it keeps me low to the ground and keeps me locked up more, I guess.
What's the best pop time you've gotten then off that 1 knee setup?
I think it was a 182 or like a 181.
That's unbelievable.
Yes,
do you have a number you're chasing? Everybody's got a number they're chasing.
I'm
but
trying
what
to
is
get
it?
a 178.
Yeah, okay, so I've seen, Rodolfo Duran just had that a couple days ago. He got 178, 89.7 in the throwdown.
Yeah.
So that's what you're chasing.
Exactly, yeah.
Who do you look at? Is that the kind of guy you look at when you're trying to tweak things at this point?
Yeah. You just look for their transfer, really. Transfer is a big thing for me. I just try to keep my hand right here and close, and I feel like they do that well, and I like to see it in game.
Do you do a lot of dry runs at home? Are you doing stuff just without the ball, just trying to mentally get it, make it almost just muscle memory
exactly.
at that point?
I'll be laying in my bed and just throw it up, and it's just that little movement.
I love it. So the catching talent here in the state of Georgia is absolutely unbelievable. Mentioned you being the #1 in the country at the position.
Yes, sir.
Got Mount Perrin's Rylan Long, who's #2.
Yes.
You look at Cannon Fralick out of Stars Mill, who's 4th. Woodstock's Hudson Bradford 8th. Then you go to the 27s, and you got Caden Borcherding out of Etowah, who's 3rd in the nation. The 2028s, they've got Gavin Green out of Blessed Trinity. You're obviously the poster boy for it right now, but you've seen a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
How good overall, when we're talking the top of the top, is catching in Georgia?
I think Georgia's the best catching state to me. You go to any high school, and even a little high school, you see it, and you're like, oh, that catcher's good. It's just, I don't know why. It's just Georgia, I feel like, is the best catching state in the country to me. Obviously, Caden, you'll see him. Rylan, he's really good too. It's just, I don't know. It's just Georgia breeds catchers.
Do you guys have you chatting with them? You got texting all that stuff? Yeah.
We talk about national. We talk about travel ball and Rylan. We play him all the time, so we talk a lot. Yes, sir.
I love it. I want to play a little random questions here now. I don't know if you've seen this part yet, but this is a lot of fun for me. So number 14, what's the worst feeling in baseball and you cannot say losing?
Oh, man. I think it's got to be a throwing error to cause a run that will end up winning the game. I had that happen in high school. I run at third, and I threw a ball away when he tried to steal, and I threw it into left field, and he scored, and then that run ended up winning the game.
So I'm going to ask you this as a follow-up then. The big catchers, the guys with the big arms, the guy with all the confidence, everyone loves the back pick throw.
Oh, yeah.
Take me inside, like, what's the rationale? Like, is there points when you won't do it? Because it feels like some of the guys, it does not matter if they feel like they're going to catch somebody napping, they're going to do it.
I don't think it matters. To me, it's just get out the inning, you know? Anything that helps you do it 2 outs, last inning, you know? I actually ended the game here back in, like, 11U with a pick off the third. It was a 1-1 game, runner at third, and we picked them off. So I just think it's just the idea of helping the pitcher get out the inning and just be confident.
People say that like defensive backs and wide receivers have like the most confidence in their skill. I will die on the hill that a catcher has more faith in his arm than anybody else in any sport.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
All right, moving on. Number 44. What's a baseball trend that needs to disappear?
Disappear.
Can it be like some clothes, something guys are wearing, just approach? Like, what is it in particular?
I don't like the launch angle stuff. As a catcher, I see that on deck, and I'm like, oh, this kid's going to be get out. You know, you just got to know how to pitch to them.
Play the tendencies.
I don't like it, yeah. And when coaches try to, like, tell you to do that, you know, my swing is very straight, like, straight down, straight to the ball. Whenever I get told to do that, I just, like, in my head, I'm like, I don't like that. You know, I feel like it's just an easy out as a catcher.
I love a cerebral catcher. All right, last one, number 89. What's your most controversial food take?
Food take? Oh, man. I don't know if it's controversial, but I do not like pickles at all.
No pickles, not the hot ones, the sweet ones.
I hate pickles.
Is it the consistency? What it is?
I don't even know. It's just like how tart they are to me. I don't know. I hate them. I can't even drink pickle juice. Whenever I cramp up and they make me drink it, it's just like the worst thing ever.
So do you like the mustard instead? No,
I don't like mustard either.
No, what are you? This is like basic stuff.
Yeah, just water and the IV stuff.
Okay.
Just chug those.
So if you want to do pickles, do you do cucumbers?
They have to have a lot of salt to me.
A lot of salt?
Yeah.
So you basically like that whole family. Get me away from it.
Yeah, no, not at all. I don't like them.
All right, man. Great stuff, Avery, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
And we're going live with our Player of the Game interview, Ford Monin out of Prostock. 16-1 winners over East Cobb Select to cap their pool play run. And Ford, you guys were just absolutely explosive, outscoring opponents 32-3 over 3 wins. How good is this offense?
Yeah, I mean, we got some dogs. You know, it's fun. Got guys in front of you that can hit, guys behind you that can hit. So, you know, going up with the confidence, you know, if I get on, they're going to get me over, get me in. So, just gives a different type of confidence when you go up to the plate.
16 runs on 10 hits in this one. You guys win 16-1 in just 3 innings. When did you guys kind of have that feeling in this one, like we can do whatever we want to at the plate in this one? Not that you're saying anything against an opponent, but just the fact that we got everything rolling.
Yes, sir. So I think early in the game we kind of jumped on them first inning. Pitcher got to get a little wild, so gave the boys some confidence. And you know, early in the game we got some runs, so it gave us our pitcher some insurance runs. So it kind of freed us up at the plate. You know, just let us do our thing, which was good.
You go 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs, and I want to bring up the big blow that you got here. This home run in the second inning, 1-0 count. You get a fastball, 73 miles an hour, and you just obliterate this baseball. It's on its way into left center. Center fielder goes up, and he's over. Watching this one go into the trees there. What were you looking for in that AB in particular? He's obviously throwing a lot of fastballs at that point, 73 miles an hour. I'm sure it's velo you knew you could handle. What were you looking for?
Yes, sir. You know, every time I step at the plate, I'm just thinking fastball. Be on time for the fastball, adjust. You know, I never really have trouble with handling a fastball, so I just saw the fastball, got my hands to it, and took off. So yeah.
When you got the high school season at Westminster, obviously they guys can pitch you around you a little bit. When you get in a lineup like this, that's not part of the equation. You have to know you're going to get the kind of pitches you want to hit when you got these guys around you.
For sure, yes sir. It's a different type of game for sure. It's definitely a lot of fun. Yes, sir.
All right, I want to ask you, Clemson commit while you're in here. What was it about Eric Bakich in that program that you said to yourself, I want to be a Tiger?
Yeah, I mean, the coaching staff's just the best. I love those guys. My dad also played there, so just following his footstep was just, amazing. It was a dream come true, really. And when I stepped on campus, it just really felt like home. I've been growing up, going to Clemson games all my life, so I've always wanted to be a Tiger, and I just can't wait.
Well, you got to make it a legacy to follow there at Clemson. Certainly trying to make one of your own for Prostock. Congratulations on a great game, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to take a quick break in studio. We'll wrap things up from LakePoint Sports.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Great stuff there from Ford Mon and our player of the game from the 16-1 win for Prostock over East Cobb Select. Winners of all three of their pool play wins, outscoring opponents 32-3. Prostock going to be a tough out for everybody as we move on to bracket play. Next week, we'll be back for one of the biggest, most talent-laden events that we have here all summer at LakePoint Sports, the National Program Invitational. We will be on air Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for MPI Live broadcast. We'll take Sunday off. We'll be back for the championship game on Monday, so you will want to stick around for all of that. It all gets started Thursday. We'll have coverage of USA Prime National versus Palmetto Blacksmiths from the 15U division, as well as Dallas Tigers National against Indiana Bulls Black National from the 17U division. Both of those games scheduled for 10:20 a.m. first pitches. So, of course, like all of our broadcasts, you'll be able to find that for free on Facebook, X, and YouTube. And, of course, for the subsequent broadcasts across MPI, make sure you're following LakePoint Sports on all of our social media channels for tune-in information. Until next time, for Avery Hunt and producer Jack McCartney, I'm Cory McCartney, and for now, we're signing off from LakePoint Sports.